Feast of Tabernacles. Sounds crazy, no? But here, in the Shalom Assembly of Yahweh, Feast of Tabernacles. Sounds crazy, no? But here, in the Shalom Assembly of Yahweh, we celebrate the feast as we try to scratch out some extra money and vacation time off to be here. Worrying about extra coverage at work? It isn't easy. You may ask why we do this if it's such a challenge. We do this because we strive to obey and please our Heavenly Father and honor His appointed times. So, how do we press on and show up for the feast year after year? That I can tell you in one word. Tradition! Because of our traditions, we have kept the feast for many, many years. Thousands, in fact. Nevertheless, some of us have kept the feast longer than others, but our traditions help us grow together. For instance, we have a family fun day with kids playing in bounce houses, while others build a sukkah, and others still work on their suntan. But one thing is for sure. No matter what happens, we always eat well and lots. You may ask, how did this tradition start? I'll tell you, I don't know. But it's a tradition.
Who must come up with all the Bible studies? Get the place in order, organize the schedule. Who has to keep up with taking out the garbage for assembly to be clean? The man.
In the circle of our assembly, we have always had our special people. For instance, there is Chris Castillo, our decorating expert. Rhonda Tolbert, the hospitality queen. Katie, our wonderful chef. Elise, the planner and coordinator. Marcus, our composer and praise team leader. Tony Bear, who steps in whenever help is needed. And of course, our fearless leader and pastor, Dwayne.
Brother Dwayne, may I ask you a question?
Yes, Brother Tom. Of course you may.
With all the COVID-19 and Governor Pritzker's restriction on gatherings, is there a proper blessing for the governor?
A blessing for Governor Pritzker? Of course. May Yahweh bless and keep the governor far away from us!
Then there are others outside of our faith who make up a much larger circle. They are the non-feasters, other believers, and many, many others. We don't listen to them, and so far, they seem to ignore us. But among ourselves, we always get along perfectly well. Of course, there was that time when he told him that Passover was on the 15th, and it turned out to be on the 14th. But now, it's all over, and everything turned out to be peaceful again. Passover is on the 14th.
Passover is on the 15th.
Passover is on the 14th.
Tradition!
Without our traditions, we wouldn't have this joyful time of feasting and fellowshipping. And now it is time for another tradition here at SAY, the annual Feast Time Talent Show.
Tradition, 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 tradition.
Okay, is the chicken safe? Welcome, 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 young lady. Oh my, okay. Well, let me let me welcome you once again to the annual talent show. I do have to say, there's been a few last-minute changes, literally. Marcus had to go home, so if he was one of your accompanists, we'll have to save it for next year. But meanwhile, we are so grateful that you are all here tonight to enjoy another fine talent show. So, our first guest, we need to call him up quickly because he's got his hands full. Please welcome Tony Bear.
I see how this works. Hello. Hi. She's fine here. She's fine. This is a poem about chickens. But it's also a poem about moms. It was written rather prophetically over 100 years ago. It was published in 1913. And it's called A Moral Issue. The idea was Mirandy's. She allowed we ought to go and pack our duds and go to town to see the chicken show. And so we went and took it in, but being that we're just old-fashioned folks who still believe old-fashioned ways are best, I suppose we were prejudiced and maybe sought again newfangled ways that saw smarter folks see lots of virtue in. Perhaps that's it, but anyway, we both rise up to state there's much too much shenanigans on nature's plans of late. We wandered amongst those fancy coops. Of chickens there were some, so proud and highfalutin, we dasn't talk to 'em. 'Twas plain they couldn't understand. Whilst others looked so foreign-like and had such foreign gaits, 'twas plain they couldn't understand nor talk United States. There's Andalusians, Cochins, and them Rhode Island Reds, and other freaks that wore pantalets and shawls around their heads. And after a while, Mother says, I swain I'd like to see some plain, old-fashioned chickens. 'Cause I'm homesick, she says she. But nary a good old-fashioned hen or rooster could be found, just ultra hens with pedigreens that strutted all around, with heads held high and cackling till they were pretty nigh hoarse, like women home from Reno with a fresh new laid divorce. There wasn't no old familiar sight of mother hen and brood. There wasn't a sign of henyard life nor chicken motherhood. Mirandy, she up and told the old man, the boss of the pens, that we was strangers in the place, and where was the settin' hens? I thought I saw the feller smile, but he says he's come on and led us round amongst the coops and pens until, blame down, he found a darned contraption, and we could hear those chicks tweet. And lots of folks were standing around discussing Fahrenheit. I thought I saw the feller smile again, and about the time he did, he reached across the railing and lifted up the lid. And drat my pelt, if ever I expected to see such a sight. They're hatching chickens left and right, by darned electric light. Mirandy, she sort of squared herself. Her mother stood upset. My law, says she, have all the hens on earth gone turned suffragette? And ain't there no more motherin' like mother meant for come? Away from this immoral place. The place for us is home, and home we went where virtue rules and never goes nor haws, where all the chickens on the place know all their maws and paws, where moral law is uppermost, and mother, she intends a special prize of extra corn for all her settin' hens.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Okay, I guess we're going to need a little help up here. Somebody that can maybe run a mic or help set up the stage for some of our acts. So I don't know, I'll just let our sound guys know that we'll need another mic. And if you want to be a mic runner, go back there and they'll tell you when to come up and bring one up, okay? You can just stand over there. All right, so, okay, we'll see how this goes. Anyway. Our next, wait, I guess I got to move this. Okay, hang on here. I don't know what to do with this stuff. Actually, I think that's okay. Okay, sorry about that. Now, our next guest, okay, has been in the ministry for over 30 years. He's done mission work in Africa and in Haiti. And he was involved in a prison ministry for a couple of years. But what you probably didn't know about him was that he fell 40 feet from a tree. And when he hit the ground, he broke his back. And he had to walk home for a whole mile to get help. But praise Yahweh, he made a full recovery, and he's here to share with us medley, that's the word I'm looking for, on the piano. Please welcome Curtis Liebel. All right.
Hello, welcome, and thank you for that introduction, Scott. A little more than I wanted, but thank you. My back is okay, by the way. It was a while ago. I was only 17, so Yahweh healed it. That's the good news. After this introduction and start, I feel like I need to play something a little Hebrew. Okay, all right. That was not my special, by the way. But I didn't realize that it was going to have to get a little more serious. Sometimes in life we face difficult situations, like falling out of a tree. And sometimes it takes difficult situations to get our attention. How many know what I'm talking about? Sometimes Yahweh has to do something pretty drastic before we look up. And so I want to sing this song because it means a lot to me. I've faced a mountain never faced before. That's why I'm calling on you, Yah. I know it's been a while, but Yah, please hear my prayer. I need you like I never have before. Sometimes it takes a mountain. Sometimes a troubled sea. Sometimes it takes a desert to get a hold of me. Your love is so much stronger than whatever troubles me. Sometimes it takes a mountain. Trust you and believe. Forgive me, Yahshua. I thought I could control whatever life would throw my way. But this I will admit, you brought me to my knees. I need you, Yah. I'm not ashamed to say, sometimes it takes a mountain. Sometimes a troubled sea. Sometimes it takes a desert to get a hold of me. Your love is so much stronger than whatever troubles me. Sometimes it takes a mountain to trust you and believe. Sometimes it takes a mountain. Oh, sometimes a troubled sea. Sometimes it takes a desert trust you and
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Curtis. Speaking of the Liebel family, you know, dinner time around here is a great time to learn about people. Look, we've all got a past. Now, by that, I mean some of us that came on to this walk later in life, well, we weren't too choosy about what we ate. That goes for Becky, too. Did you know? True story, you can ask her. She ate toad bellies. Toad bellies. And you don't have to, ask her kids, because you know why? She fed her kids toad bellies too. Hey, you can kind of confirm this after the show. Anyway, I thought that was a little shocking. I thought I was bold with food, okay? Anyway, I'm sure there's a story behind that somewhere, but that's what I heard when I sat down. Okay, now our next guest to join us on the stage is Ben Deneve, and he'll be sharing a poem with us. So we'll need that yellow mic for him when he comes up here.
It's titled The Night of Ecclesiastes. What is the point? I stand amongst the battlefield. My demons lay dead. I stay within your shield. My blade drifts red. There are more on the horizon, always more. I try to hold what's in within. Again, I go to war. I stand amongst the headstones of sins and evil thoughts. My eyes begin to water at all the pain they brought. I beat the graves with hammers, try to grind away the stones. They just come back to haunt me. I can't erase their bones. There's no rest in this war, this cursed husk that they call flesh. It summons foes out of falsehoods, add them to the mess. Every wall we break, every keep we defend, the fiends just keep coming, and I know there is no end. I'm a vagrant in my own soul. A wandering warrior is all I am. Fighting devils as they come, pursuing the slaughtered lamb. I see through the gates many mortal men, sitting in their palaces of brimstone, signing the spirit's ban. Perhaps one day we can help them understand just how much they lose when they shake the serpent's hand. Of truth.
Thank you, Ben. Boy, I don't know how people can be so creative with their writing, but that was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And let's just stick with the Deneve family. They're a great family, and they are. So at this time, I'd like to change things up a little bit and invite his brother, Luke, to the stage. Luke. Thank you. Talk about shaking things up a bit. Woo! Oh, what a family. Speaking of the Deneve family, let's talk about Steve. What a preacher. I came here sitting in the back like usual one day when he's preaching, and he actually called, this is how good he is, he called everybody a dirtbag. And afterwards, people hugged him. That's a convincing man. Thank you, Steve, if you're out there. We appreciate you. Okay, that was pretty amazing to me. All right, now I have a very special introduction here. It's so special, it's handwritten. I have to read it to you, word for word. So, for the past 36 years, these two cousins from Guam have been perfecting their craft. After losing their eyesight in the great Guamian dust storm of 1863, they have persevered through many trials and are here today to present a musical interpretation of all their hardships in their native tongue. Please welcome the Ming Cousins. I am very impressed. The talent here is amazing. Okay, I wish I could play like that. All right. So our next guest is from Alabama. He enjoys mystery stories, and he is 14 years old. His favorite color is black. Teenagers in black, I don't know. But I do have to say he is self-taught. He uses no music, and he plays by ear. So, please welcome Caleb Owen to the stage to play "Oh Come to the Altar" for us. Caleb? All right. Okay. Thank you, Caleb. I love our young adults. There's lots of good stories about our young adults. Take the first night of Sukkot. There was a campfire going on the first night. Some people decided to stay up until 4 in the morning. How's that possible? I don't know. Anyway, when this young man, Elijah, went to his tent at 4 a.m., his wife was understandably a little upset. But here's the surprising part. She wasn't mad at him for coming in so late. Now, in my book, that makes her a saint. No, she was upset because, well, her pillow was hard. I guess memory foam doesn't do well in the cold. Elijah picked out the pillow. So all right, here's some helpful advice for you. Read The Princess and the Pea. It will help you. Anyway, thank you, Elijah, for that wonderful story of yours. Now we know better for the next year. All right, now, for our next guest, we're shaking it up a little bit more here because we have a last-minute delay. So I would like to invite Dylan Bittler up here to the stage to play Minuet 1 for us. Okay, Dylan? Very good. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you. Okay, are we ready in the back? Pardon me? Do we have a yes? Okay, hang on. All right. Where are we here? Okay, now, for our next act, this sister moves every 1 to 3 years. She was born in Kentucky. She's now 17 years old. She enjoys painting as a hobby, and this will be her first time dancing publicly. Now, I really hope there's enough room here. So it might mess things up a little bit for her, and I apologize in advance because there's not much space here. But anyway, please welcome Jasmine Walters.
If I sing but don't have love, I waste my breath with every song I bring. An empty voice, a hollow noise. If I speak with a silver tongue, convince a crowd but don't have love, I leave a bitter taste with every word I say. So let my life be the proof of your love. Let my love look like you and what you're made of. How you lived, how you died, love is sacrifice. So let my life be the proof of your love.
human eloquence and angelic ecstasy, but don't love, I'm nothing but the creaking of a rusty gate. If I speak God's word with power, revealing all of his mysteries and making everything as plain as day, and if I have faith to say to a mountain, jump, and it jumps, but I don't love, I'm nothing. If I give all I own to the poor, or even go to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't love, I've gotten nowhere. So, no matter what I say, no matter what I believe, no matter what I do, I'm bankrupt without love.
Let my life be the proof. The proof of your love. Let my love look like you and what you made of. How you lived, how you died, love the sacrifice. So let my life be the proof of your love.
Thank you, Jasmine. That's Grace there. Wow. What a treat. Cool song. I got goosebumps. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right. Well, for our next act, it will be performed by a man celebrating this feast for the 50th time, and a woman celebrating it for the 49th time, and a young lady for the 24th time. Let's give Dwayne, Elise, and Amy a warm welcome.
Tell me another duck story.
Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand. Bum ba ba, he said to the man who was running the stand. Bum ba ba, hey, bum bum bum, follow me. The man said, look who's back again. Can't you go bug some feathered friends? I'm staying right here. The duck said, tear. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, 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 till the very next day. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand. Ba ba ba, he said to the man who was running the stand. Ba ba ba, hey, bum bum bum, follow me. The man said, look, duck, there's no way. You could ask me the whole day. I refuse. The duck said, you lose. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, 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 till the very next day. walked up to the lemonade stand. Ba, 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 he said to the man who was running the stands. Ba, 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 hey, bum, 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 follow me. The man said, all right, Duck, you win. If I say no, you'll just come back again, so lead the way. The duck said, okay. So the duck led the man to the corner store. Ba, 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 and then they stopped outside the door. Ba, ba, ba. The duck said, go ask the woman if you can use her duct tape for a minute or two. Duct tape? What for? The duck said, there's the door. So the man walked in and the woman said hi, and suddenly he felt a little bit shy. He walked up slowly, then spoke at last. You seem nice, could I use your duct tape real fast? She said, I really like this duct tape. It stops annoying ducks from asking for grapes. Then she said with a smile, but you can use it a while. The man said, thanks, you seem nice. The woman laughed, you've said that twice. You seem nice too. The man said, so do you. Then the man left the store with a pretty big grin, and the duck said, stay here while I go in. Then the duck walked into the corner store. Ba, 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 he said to the woman who was running the store. Ba, 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 hey, bum, 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 got any duct tape? The woman said, oh no, it's you. You planned all this. Could be true. By the way, one more question for you. Got any grapes? Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, 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 till the very next did. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, 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 till the very next did.
We are loaded with talent, let me tell you. Anyway, so as you know, we have a few absenteeism things going on here. So I was kind of talking to a few people, just try to get a few stories in about them that you might find interesting to share. And John Gunther, he's an early morning guy, and he's open and honest. So I asked him, hey, John, tell me something about, Rhonda. What's interesting about Rhonda? We don't hear about her too much, his wife, Rhonda. So, and this just blew me away, what he said. He didn't here's what he said. She's always right. And I thought, that is brilliant. This is why you should listen to your elders. This is why they have been married for so long. So, thank you for that tidbit there, John. We will all be living longer, happier lives with that attitude. Okay, now I've been looking forward to this one all week. This act has been coordinated by our very own Madi, and it is a youth dance that she has worked out with for us. So please welcome Madi and her youth group troupe. That was so cool. Oh, man. To be able to dance like that. Yes. That's some energy there. Oh, wow. Well, we're so grateful for everybody. And I would just like to say that we have one more act for you today, and that will be from
Igniter 150.
Please welcome Igniter 150.
This will be fine out here. Oh, we should buy. How's everyone tonight? That Hebrew dance thing was awesome. I'll admit that was cool. Piano solo? This is actually one of our older songs. It's called My Everything. And we haven't played it in a while, but we decided to check it out, and hope we do okay. Should I call your sheep by name? Please let us hear your voice. May we all follow you and make that perfect choice. I love you all so much. You guys are awesome. So, this next song is a serious song. It's a sad song. We lost a lot of people, all of us have, by seeing on Facebook. We, who all lost someone special recently? Like someone special. A lot of us. I lost my dad 5 years ago, and it's been tough. And then this year, last December, we lost our grandma, and we lost our stepdad, Mitch Moroff, in June. Chance's dad, wherever he is. Oh, hi, Chance. And even the Wilson family lost Delwyn, which they're like family to us, and Bob Staforic. So this song is dedicated to all the loved ones that are no longer with us. I miss your smile, and I miss your face, always. The smell much.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. They're getting better and better every time. All right. I love your music. So that was it for our Talent Night 2020. We are so grateful that you came. I'm sorry. There's one more thing. What was that?
The next act is thank you all for coming to this year's Assembly Talent Night. Dwayne and Elise approve these messages. Wink, wink. Now everybody enjoy the root beer floats.